good, y'all? Welcome back to the channel, man. Keys open doors. Today we breaking down the vintage samples, of course, man. The panorama kit just dropped, one of my favorite kits that dropped this year so far. Yeah, what better time, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get straight into it, but I ain't gonna lie, man. I want to see this video hit like 100 likes or something like that. What can we really do? You know what I mean? We almost had 3K subs. Shout out to y'all. I appreciate it, for real. I think it's possible. So I want me to keep dropping, man. Go ahead, hit the like and sub for me one time. Follow me on the gram at keys.opendoors. Also, Patreon for all the real ones. Link in the description. Let's get it. This sample is really slow because like whenever you pitch things up that are slow or speed them up, you know what I'm saying? Like it gives it like a different feel. Started at like 76. First thing I did, man, of course, man, the keys, you know what I'm saying? I used the Golden Age Grand and Contact, which is a fire, like kind of felt piano. So I laid down these chords right here. Whenever I'm making my dark vintage samples, I usually am playing in the minor scale, starting with this root note down here. Basically just skip, add the root note on top, and then, you know, using your ear, you can really kind of hear which ones fit in together. On the filler notes, I really tried to give it like a little bit of depth, so I wanted to add these little, almost sounds like you're rolling your hands on the piano with the strums. You know, these filler notes kind of leading into the next chord right here. Also, one of my favorite things to do on the top line, you know, those are the first ones I'm hearing. On these ones down here, I'm adding 5 steps down for each one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that kind of gives it like that tension. For these like cinematic dark vintage vibes, obviously we need strings, right? These strings right here, I use the Sad Day cello preset. And I love adding strings because it really is so easy and it adds so much to the beat. You can do one note and it's gonna hit. I just did it to kind of complement the melody. It's kind of just like floating in the back there. So these two playing together already kind of gives it like that feel that we're going for. Next thing I wanted to do, I went into the augmented woodwinds for this one. For these ones, I kind of just use like power chords, which is, or is it called dyads, I guess? Kind of giving it that tension and release. I wanted to add some heart plucks in the back, so I used the Elysium heart from Contact, but I actually bounced this MIDI out into audio, so I'm gonna just play the audio for you. If you're looking at this, it really is just the chords just kind of spaced out, arpeggiated, and I drew out some of the notes. And on this part right here, if you put yourself in the mindset of somebody who's playing the instrument that you're trying to play, it can kind of help you think of better, like, you know, better melodies or MIDI progressions, things like that to like use for your samples. And little things like this will really set your sample apart because it sounds a lot more authentic. All right, so far with our keys, we got strings, we got pads, and we got harp. So the next thing I wanted to add was bass. I used the Scarby Rickenbacker bass from Contact. And this is the melody we got. On these bass lines, I like to start on the first half kind of going up, and then on the second half kind of going down to give it like some variation, if that makes sense. And you can even see it in the pattern. Next, I went into the Play Voices of Soul. And then last thing we just needed was accents, so I added a couple textural accents in the back. Forgot to say, after putting this together like this, I just exported this as audio, went into a new arrangement, pitched my sample up to 500 cents, and I sped it up to about 176. All I needed to do then was just add the drums, so I added a little drum loop from Splice, and then we got our full sample. So now that we got that out the way, now it's time to flip it into something crazy. All right, boom. So let's see what we can do with this. I'm gonna chop this up into different parts. That's crazy. I might just loop that right there. Whoa. Hold up. And do the 3 chop with that different ending. Like that. And then go into this for the hook. I already hear it. Gotta get the Memphis snare, man. Had to find the perfect one. Which 808 should we use, man? And then on the second half right here, I'm just gonna loop this part of the 808. You want to. I usually go into this half step right here, play with the velocities on here. I just do that. If I find like a good bounce like this one, I'll just loop it and keep the 2-step going. Maybe I'll even take out some of these notes here, like I'm gonna just get the kick to match the 808, honestly. Here, just throwing open hats and perks, done. The open hat will really add like a hit. That just gives it like a different kind of bounce, especially on the hooks. I'll just loop those. Let's just track it out now. It's over with. That's hard, bro. From the top, bro. From the top. Panorama vibes, you word. Go grab the kit, man. Spend a little $7, $10, whatever it is. This one's out now, Panorama vintage kit. Literally chopping these up into any type of beat I want. Memphis vibes, come on. Boom bap vibes, come on. Appreciate all the love, man. Don't forget to like I said, I need 100 likes on this. I need 100 likes, I need 1 million views, and I'll drop my next video. Feel me? Not the little one. You did.